Hi everyone. Forgive the hairdo and the Saturday morning appearance. One thing to remember is you do overview videos in your classes, which we do highly recommend. It is important that you think about what you want to present. I am trying to be very real for you because this is my experience in teaching online. Your ideal scenario is to have all of your overview and content information up before you ever start the class so that you can focus on responding to students and grading papers. I have not been able to get that done this time because of the significant changes that we've made to this session. So you're going to often see me looking like this. So for this week, this is Unit 2, and we're getting into some of the units called Best Practices, and we're beginning to touch on learning objectives. So there are some documents that you will need to do that, and I want to be sure that you don't freak out and get overwhelmed and run away. We are here to help, and we have the information that you need. And we want to help you think about this in a broader context. So if you have not received the master course outline for your course, or if you're not actually an LSUA teacher, if you need a master course outline for the course you're teaching, please send me an email and I will get that document to you. You'll need it by the end of this week. You will be asked to look at learning objectives, and the documents you'll need to do measurable learning objectives is we have a couple of different documents of the Bloom's taxonomy. So Bloom was a theorist that put together a hierarchy of sort of the verbs that meet different levels of learning. They're action verbs, they're ing words in most cases, but they also have categories that relate to the different levels of learning. So knowledge, just memorization and regurgitation, is kind of the lowest level, and then application is one of the higher levels. Sometimes they call it synthesis. This model has been revised a couple of times, so you may see some different terminology in the way the levels are referred to. I'm not interested in you memorizing the levels, but I do want you to have access to a document that helps you choose meaningful action words that will actually help convey to the student what they're expected to do at the end of that activity or that unit. So if you would be sure you get that Bloom's taxonomy document. It's also in the resources folder, and I'll put it in this week. You'll need that for the learning objectives, and we're going pretty deep into the best practices. And that is, I've mentioned a couple of times, it's in 2 different places because there were originally 10. And they have added 4 new ones. So I have a video about the 4 new ones, and I'll let you read through the 10 documents, so you don't have to sit and watch me for half an hour or 45 minutes. So remember my number 1 original post. You're going to take what applies to you, and you're going to try to implement that in your first course. You're going to be aware that there's a lot of other stuff, and that as you go on teaching over multiple semesters, you're going to evolve your course. We do not expect every course to have all of these things in it in the first shot. But if you know what the end is designed, or you hope for the end to look like, you can better plan your initial starts and your initial beginnings. So go through the materials this week. I apologize, it's Saturday before I'm getting this up, but I will try to do better for the next week. And hang in there, let us know what you need, and I look forward to your comments this week. Great job on all the posts you're doing so far. Have a good week.